Welcome to Tucson, Arizona, a venue that has not hosted a major U.S. event, at least with our coverage, well, since before KC existed. We're so happy to be with you here in the desert for the Rotax America's Trophy Series opening weekend, the official.
Ready to go?
Yeah, man. Just got fitted in the cart. Had to move the pedals a little bit. Adjust it. There's so much play in the throttle with these Rotax engines.
Yeah, it's different.
Huh?
It's different.
Good.
How does your leg feel?
Feels great, man. It's not as weak as I thought it would be.
It's not what?
It's not as weak as I thought it would be.
Yeah?
Yeah. Feels pretty good though.
Feels good?
Yeah, man.
And let's wait for the last group of them to hit the timing line. Any changes here as they go to the line? Travis Pettit, can he leapfrog his way in the top 10? He does. He'll get above goal set to the inside of row 5.
The first left is like all dirt. Like at GoPro, you know how like on the inside there's like dirt? It's kind of like the last one. Track's fun, man.
Yeah? Fast.
Very flowy.
Big run down to the spoon. Here we go. Junior Max, 32 drivers, 10 laps for the pre-final. We're underway. Oh, bit of contact in the middle. Travis Pettit is off, way off around the outside of the tire pack. And he'll go all the way to the back of the field. But it's a long way down. Travis Pettit rebounding back to 19th after getting pushed wide on the first lap. Here we go, ready for action. 16 rows deep, Junior Max, 20 laps on tap. Ashton Wood on the right, Schneekenberg on the left, and we're green. Look at this. How about Travis Pettit? And equally as well, Josh Wheeler. Pettit we saw go wide, go all the way to the rear of the field. Back at the start of the pre-final. He's clawed his way up already 6 spots. Fast lap of the race that time by for Hurricane Trav. Storming through the desert dust right now in 9th. Fastest kart on the circuit. And he's on the edge of the draft of that second group that has the likes of Sanguinetti, Golset, and Alex Chandler. To the outside retaining wall in turns 9 and 10. What has happened to the Iron Rock Motorsports drivers? Nico Orbezo down a few spots as well. We know Golset was closing in on them. We took a moment to take a look back. Pettit has now gone around all of them. Oh no, what a heartbreaker for Alex Chandler.
Musselman corner. Here comes the move. No major flare-outs. Will he stick it?
Big move, big time diver from Pettit, but it doesn't stick. And here comes Colton Schneekenberg to the outside, but Woon, Ashton Woon holds to the line with the win from round 1 of the America's Trophy.
I don't blame Pettit for trying that. That was a little bit too far back, was it not, to go there?
Yeah, but he needed those two in front to go even lower. Travis Pettit wanted that spot so bad.
Just got done the final here on Saturday. It went pretty good in the final, but qualifying and pre-final, I put myself in a bad position. Qualifying, I just couldn't find clean air, and yeah. So, and then the pre-final, qualifying, I got 8th place position, and then I was on the outside for the pre-final, and I sent it too hard around the outside, and I put myself in a bad spot, and I went wide. And so then after that, I had like a 3-second gap from second to last place. Ran everybody down, finished 15th place in the pre-final. The final, I made my way up to 3rd. I was right there with the lead pack, 1st and 2nd. Went for the pass on 2nd, overshot it. But if I had one more lap, would have won. But hopefully I learned from my mistakes today and move on, and tomorrow will be a good day.
Here we go, looking for the green flag in Junior Max for the pre-final. We've got it to turn 1.
Oh, big contact. Marco Salmon way off, all the way down the embankment in turn number 1, and the rough start continues 2 days in a row for the BJRLN car driver. The pre-final has not been kind to him. Woon and Pettit away early. Contact as well. Colton Schniegenberg off. Mano-a-mano pace, they're even. Let's see what this lap looks like for Travis. He's got a huge run down to turn 1. Looks like he's almost teeing it up, and there he goes. New leader, Travis Pettit through the spoon. Ashton Woon down to second. De Silva even with a big run.
Trying to find a way to get there right now. Woon looking for a potential lunge. Not close enough to do it.
Almost got there. Pettit covers low. Woon trying to tee up for a crossover and a run to the line. Don't think he'll be enough. Travis Pettit wins the pre-final in Junior Max.
With a lot of drivers, are one of our biggest classes, in fact, our biggest on property.
Yeah, the final few rows there coming across the screen. 32 drivers on the list, ready to go. 20 laps. McClellan trying to get his spot back in line late. That might get a penalty. Here we go. Junior Max, green to 1. And that brings the whole pack back into frame. Wheeler, Pavon, Orbezo all have arrived here. All of this just fighting for third as the 2 leaders are 4 seconds up the road to at least just Ashton Woon. Another 2 from there to Travis Pettit, who has been dominant. Sanguinetti now covering again from Chandler into 11. Big time shakeup back there. Pettit through down the backstretch. Woon in second. The fight is on for third. Hurricane Trav strikes again. He wins round 2 from Tucson.
Travis, you led that race from the first to the final lap, not giving away that pole position at all at any time. How does it feel?
I mean, it feels great. I mean, yesterday I was in 32nd, like I said, so just had my head down, bang out consistent and fast laps, and just went forward.
And you had so many highs and lows throughout this weekend. How does that have you feeling prepared for next weekend?
Oh, man, it's a lot. I mean, definitely, I've never been at this track before, so it's a fun track. I'm glad we came, get some seat time in before Pro Tour.
Hot. I don't know. I wasn't here for road tax, so sounds like it's just hot. So yeah, no, I think we have a good package and everything to win. We should be pretty solid.
It's very hot. Cold water is very refreshing. I feel like the tires are open. They also aren't old tires.
We're doing new tires right now. Last session, right?
Yeah.
For new tires.
This is last session, right? Are we doing new tires?
No, but that kid that was fighting through them was on. We put him on for session 3.
He's walking away. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's walking away. When does it happen? Oh! Okay, so you guys, we're all right here. When does it happen? Right here, right here. So he's starting to walk over.
All right, so that's a wrap here on Thursday. First day of practice for SKUSA. So Pro Tour round 1, practice day 1 was good. Got pace. We're trying to catch some more speed in KA Junior, but carburetion's a little tricky on the Junior. I got the KA Seniors dialed in really good, so all of our KA Senior stuff is really cooking right now. But KA Junior, he's fast, but we need to dial it in a little bit better. But we'll get there tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow practice day number 2, and then Saturday right into quali and racing. So yeah, let's see what happens and go from there.
Dude, the stones feel amazing. I've been out here for 14 session. We just didn't really get a tow. We were kind of out of run the whole time. But overall today was pretty good. I think it'll be better today.
I would never put one of them in my mouth, ever. I would never put a Dorito in my mouth ever again.
Colton Schneegenberg had a thought about sending it on Tristan Murphy. He thought better of it. They're all going to stay in line, so this 5-pack should be good to start to populate to the top. But right now, nobody's gone faster than Ramirez or Braden Wagner, and it will hold from Group 1 by cooling the tires off and re-racking themselves on lap 3. He's not been that great in the session regardless, but really neither has Woon. He's 3/10 off, needs this one to be huge. It is, but it is still not enough. Travis Pettit answers the call again. Colton Schneegenberg to second. We ended Sunday when we signed off the broadcast. Travis Pettit top of the 125 juniors. He is top of them again when we roll back here on Saturday morning a week later.
Eye contact. He was looking at the ground. Eye contact.
Green flag flying underway with KA100 Junior. Their pre-final to set the grid for the main event inside line. Great run. Couple drivers well off the outside of turn number 1.
Oh no, that was Alexander Savage and the off-pole kid, Braden Wagner, getting all out of shape. Hey, Junior, hopefully he's okay. Looks like we're ready. 2 together. No, we're not. We've got 1, 2 way off. Green flag is out, but we're down to 28. And already a bit of pushing and shoving in 1 as they all get sideways.
To a solid start here would be wise to start the season. Little cover down to the bottom for the 729 of Pettit. Decides to block a little bit, and right to the delight, no doubt, because a big lead, almost 1.94. Pettit taking full advantage of that, Xander, with about 3 laps to go. I think he's going to come out with P4.
He is. Royce Vega gets 4th. All the while, Travis Pettit, with no air time to show for it, dominates the pre-final. Final few rows are filing in here, folks, as we get set to go green. KA Junior ready for action down to turn number 1, and the main event's underway. Well, when everybody wants to be aggressive around, you have no choice, right? You have to pass or be passed when the race turns to be like that.
You're probably not in the spot. You need to get aggressive. You're seeing that further back. They're all trying to get themselves into the spot. Big run around the outside. Look who's going to come out with the lead here. Tristan Murphy out of the lead at turn number 12. But Murphy's going to try to send him in the bottom. Katowski's going to get on top, and they're going to go off the racetrack together.
And now, Nico Orbezo's in command. Travis Pettit is into second. Pettit now on the heels of Orbezo. Here we go again. To the high side goes Wagner. Orbezo with a normal line, though. More than enough. Nico Orbezo wins round 1 in Tucson. Travis Pettit and Tristan Murphy are ready to get things going. Looking for the green flag for the X30 Junior main, and there it is. We're racing from the desert. Ashton Woon pushing on Travis Pettit, trying to keep it a 2-horse race. Is maintaining a nice gap here from 9/10 to 1.1 seconds back up. It goes over Katowski. Here we go, coming down to the final lap. Can Ashton Woon mount enough of a charge to bring the gap close enough to force Travis Pettit to feel the pressure.
Woon already shaking the head, just does not have it right now. A fantastic run.
And the Hurricane strikes again. Travis Pettit, another notch in the belt, another victory, and it is a step towards moving up the steps of the championship podium a year later on in his junior career. Last year was spectacular. This race, a flawless drive from start to finish.
Best dog right here. Alright, so that's a wrap for today. Pretty good. Came home today with a qualifying pre-final final win in X30. KA went pretty well. Qualified P6. In the pre-final we got P4, and then in the final we got P2. It's pretty good. Car engines were phenomenal.
18th for Nico Kotowski, not ideal. This lap at least clean enough. Got a shove on the first stretch into turn 4. Didn't get any help on this back straightaway. No tow for him, no tow for Bezo, but he'll go to 4th, now 5th, now 6th as they all shuffle, and it's Kotowski. Ashton Woon still needs probably to go better this lap because there wasn't a lot of passing. There's a couple drivers kind of shuffling there in the brake zone going into 11, but this will be the true test. How much does the pylon change at the line for the final time? Pettit up the board, won't be enough. Woon versus Kotowski, and Ashton has another answer. He picks up 2 full tenths on that final lap, Rob. Final few rows here to take a look at your 30 driver KA Junior field. They're formed up and ready. Nico Kotowski with a pole here, first of the Pro Tour for him. And they are racing down to turn number 1 for the first time today. KA Junior, can we get them all out of the first corner? It's 2 by 2, pretty even. In fact, Pettit's gonna keep second and have a great run at Kotowski into turn 2. On the Velocity Sodi, holding strong from his 6th place starting spot. Styles and Obezo up 2. And I think the only casualty on the opening lap, Rob, was Oscar Gus Wonderl down a handful and Charlie Marone.
But it's the RPG driver, Travis Pettit, leading the way. Cameron Johnson there as well, trying to make sure it stays at 5 drivers in the lead group.
Here's Schnegenberg. Yeah. These 2 behind are antsy though. Kotowski wants the lead back, and still quite a few crushed in front noses, but I don't think any of them have deployed the pushback bumpers, which are in use for KA Junior, Senior, and Mini and Micro. It is still clean enough though up front here, and Travis Pettit doesn't have a single rubber mark on that 802 machine. Just shows you how clean and picture perfect his Tucson weekend has just about gone. Oh man, that was a lot of pushing and shoving going into the corner. Wonder what that will do to the end of the race here. Cameron Johnson will get a spot because of it. Pettit the winner in the pre-final. To Woon, to Kotowski.
And we'll get things underway. Field set. Pre-final for the drivers at X30 Juniors. Green flag running, away we go. To the bottom of the racetrack goes Woon. He gets tapped to the back as he holds the spot. He does. He blows wide by. Another driver out way wide on the exit of the corner.
Kotowski, the off-pole kid. Now we're going to really dance down to 4. Colton wants the lead right back there. Travis Pettit will cross him up and take it from both of them. And it gives Travis Pettit a big-time lead. That's the last thing this group wants to do, and this is going to hurt more so.
After getting shuffled to the outside at turn number 1, has scrapped his way back over 6 laps to get himself up to P3.
And there we go, right on display. First Pettit defended into 4, and then Woon said, all right, if we're gonna race, let's race. And he passed him into 5. Travis kind of shrugged at him, said, dude, we could get away, but that worked out good for Travis yesterday. It didn't work out good for Ashton.
Don't block me. If you're gonna block me, then we're gonna battle. Are defending here right now, but that is at least, I would say 10 cars, I think, in that lead group right now. Yeah, it is. Back to Wagner.
Yeah, Drayden Wagner at the back of it in the black and white GFC. And this one got a little bit hairy in the brake zone that time for 2nd and 3rd.
This is going to be interesting as the white flag flies.
And that was all because Ashton Woon got a phenomenal run in turn 8 last lap. Now he's going to try the high side in turn 1. Travis doesn't want to give it up. Woon will not surrender. Ashton Woon around the outside. New leader out of the chicane. That'll bring the pack back together. Force Pettit to be mindful of the carts behind. Kotowski is close, not quite enough to be able to stuff him for 2nd. It'll keep going. Into 5, Pettit high. Crossover coming. Here we go, into the S's. Travis is going to get the advantage and take the lead back.
Wow, beautiful pass on the outside of 1 for Woon, but then Pettit gets him back with a tight line through turn number 5. Big run out of the corner here. What kind of a drive do we get out of Woon? They're going to go 3 wide all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. Who's going to get the big over-under? Nobody, as he comes back out a little bit. Move to the inside of 12? No. Pettit's going to take this one clean.
Too close together for second and third. It's Pettit who wins the pre-final. Contact in the middle as well. Some chaos as they try to form up and all fight for clean real estate here, Rob.
Yesterday's winner, Nico Abezo, starting in the 6th spot outside of row number 3. Field now set, looking to the go green, and we're at it. Green, green, green for the drivers here in KA 100 Junior. This run down into turn 1.
Pettit with a big getaway. In fact, second got away nicely as well there. That was Nico Katowski as Ashton Woon under heavy fire. Santiago Orioli, Nico Katowski and Travis Pettit, who have now traded the lead, which this will probably do it. This will be the last bit that he needed. He just needed one lead change, and he and Ashton Woon continue to improve on the pace, now down to a full 52.50. Now is the time to really dig in deep, because you know it's going to get dicey up here. Pettit back to the lead into turn number 1. Right as Orbezo arrives on the scene, it'll be a drag race into 5. Can he hold it? Little help from Nico Katowski, and the Nikos go to 1 and 2.
And here come the RPM duo of Murphy and Schniegenberg. I was just going to say, look at the drivers who led for the majority of the time there. Pettit and Nico Katowski, they're at the tail of this group now, all the way back currently in the 5th and 6th positions. Clean through, big run around the outside for Pettit. Does he come out with P3? He does.
Oh, Orbezo into the dirt, hand in the air. Frustration as a roar erupts in the crowd there. And a mixed emotion moment, and there's Katowski. Fed a wheel and a half, and around he goes.
Oh, and he may get hung up there. High center on the outside of the racetrack.
He does not want to be that today. Pettit low, he's going to fake out high. Deep run, around the outside, Woon runs him wide. Pettit into the dirt. Murphy with a run, but Ashton Woon wins in KA Junior. We're ready for action. We're ready to go. Will we get the green flag on the first try by? It's been the case most of the time. It looks good enough here, and it does. We're racing into turn number 1.
Pettit taking full advantage of the pole position and a strong run out of the apex of 1. Carried a lot of momentum through the corner. Man, indeed, Xander, probably the best lead we've seen for a driver coming out of the 5-6 combination that leads on to the S's and down the straightaway. Look at the lead right now for Travis Pettit.
Yeah, what an incredible opening lap here in the works for him. Meanwhile, further back,
coming down through turn number 11, while the leaders, I was going to say, are lining up, but I think Katowski may have just made a move. He did. Katowski to the bottom of the racetrack. Book it. He'll come out with the race lead. Xander, we probably shouldn't be too surprised that Travis Pettit wanted to at least take an opportunity to run up front. You know, you got to see if you have the pace.
Travis Pettit, 2 car lengths up in front now. 3 laps to go. Stretching the gap to nearly a full half second. Nico Katowski really struggling at turn 1 especially, Rob. That back end is just not staying as Travis Pettit's lead continues to grow. The Hurricane strikes again, and this time it's a twofer. A sweep of the weekend in X30 Junior for Travis Pettit. He doubles up in Tucson. It is Katowski second, and the run to the line for third goes the way of Ashton Woon. Royce Vega fourth. Tristan Murphy rounds your top 5. And what a performance both days of action, Rob, for this young man.